Hello viewers of Wasteland TV and Sounding Board. Tonight we're going to talk about another issue that contradicts everything that is discovered in this issue of the United States of Captain America. It's sad that this is his 80th anniversary issue and all it does is spend his time tearing down Cap's belief system and Cap himself. But I want to show you something to contradict what Chris Cantwell is saying about Cap and his belief system and how he is writing Cap wrong. Okay, we're going to look at Marvel Fanfare 18. This issue features Captain America, and the funny part is it's wrote by Frank Miller. And a lot of times I tend to believe Frank Miller doesn't really like iconic heroes that stand for patriotism, because the way he views Superman in The Dark Knight Returns. But in this issue, he holds Cap in reverence. He understands Cap's belief system. You know, that Cap is always at odds with himself. That there's the reality of what America should be like and the dream, and that it's Cap's job to hold the dream, to make sure that he holds it so other people will be inspired to hope and see the dream the same way he does, since he knows he's an icon for America. You know, he even has images of Cap holding the American flag and helping firefighters, first responders, making sure that they have enough hands to do what needs to be done. And then he goes out to find the arsonists who have been burning down these buildings. And then it turns out that they're normal people who are upset with the American way. And he looks at it that they have everything because they're businessmen, they have families. They have the dream that Cap wishes he could have. And then another fire in an old folks' home happens. And this is where Cap goes on his whole rampage, we'll say, even though it's not really a rampage. It's more of a quest to get to this before another fire happens and hurts people. Once he discovers it's a man he was admiring from the rooftop because he had a family and he was working hard to make good for his family and improve his life, he then discovers that this guy is one of the arsonists, or the leader of the arsonist of We the People. The Knights of Brooklyn is what they call themselves. And so he threatens Cap with burning the American flag, and Cap stops him. But he can't stop him from destroying the building and himself, because he doesn't want to have his family go through the trouble of him being seen as a crook, a criminal, an arsonist. And this is where it really gets interesting, because Cap busts the wall down to save the arsonist. And he looks back in and he goes, "We have everyone. We're going. Where are you going? There's no one left to rescue. You're wrong. She's still in there." After several seconds tick away, and then just then seems impossible another could to stay alive in that raging inferno. "Look," they say, as Cap's silhouette appears and it comes climbing out with the American flag. And then he turns and takes the flag and goes, this belongs to all of us, but it's not for free. And it doesn't come easy. It's America. America doesn't hand you things on a silver platter. Sometimes all she offers is hope. And now I have to think of some way to bring hope to Mrs. Bradley and her boys. If any of you still pray for them. This is more of what Captain America is about. Being an icon for hope. Holding this dream that really is unattainable for the American people and for himself. But he has hope that there are people that can attain this dream. And he sees it in the civilians because the rooftop is a good example of him looking down upon the world like God. And because I'm using the analogy of God because he's an iconic character for hope, for the American dream. And he sees what other people don't have, what other people have. And it's all because America gave it to them. But this issue is worth looking at and picking up if you can find it in your local comic book stores if they still have back issues, or you can get it off eBay. Because it reminds you of what Captain America really is about. And then we get a nice Kevin Nolan portfolio, which you couldn't get away with nowadays because it's either sexist, wrong, or just plain not right. And then we get Terry Austin. This is Terry Austin's heyday as art. And then a pinup basically at the end, final back page is a pinup of Cap by Frank Miller. But even the cover tells it all. How Cap is crying because people have burnt the American dream. And I think this is what Cantwell doesn't understand, because he doesn't see the world the same way a lot of other people do. And he wants people to see the world in his very tunnel lenses of vision. You know, the social justice warrior tends to have a very limited scope of thought and vision. Because I've never heard anyone other than they throw childish temper tantrums and they don't have logical answers to everything. And they don't fight with facts. They fight with emotion. But here is a good simple one issue example of good writing of Captain America by Frank Miller. And it is worth the time to check out. So this is the sounding board, signing off.